Shall I go ahead?
Yes, Dr. Shyni, please.
Thank you. So, my title is Design and Field Test of a Cognitive Adoption Framework for Inclusive Digital Innovation Among Rural Micro Entrepreneurs. So, we enable businesses to transform and grow by integrating technology and digitization into their operations. I would like to offer a slightly different perspective from the ongoing discussion. My area of specialization is artificial intelligence, and I'm currently working on a project focused on cognitive depth. With that, let me begin my presentation. So, let me ask you a question. If someone gives you a smartphone, right? So does that mean you instantly know how to use every apps on it? Yes, most of us would say no, right? So now imagine that situation for a rural entrepreneurs in India, right? In India, digital transformation has grown rapidly. We now have over 800 million internet users, and more than half are from rural India. In fact, even this conference is an example for this. So it was originally planned offline, but it's now happening online. So digital systems allow us to stay connected, adapt, and continue sharing ideas. But this raises an important question. Does access to digital systems automatically mean people can use them effectively? So that is a question because for many rural micro entrepreneurs, the problem is not access anymore. So it's what happens after access. So imagine opening an app for the first time. So too many buttons, unfamiliar languages, fear of clicking the wrong options. So instead of exploring, they stop trying, right? So most models explain adoption based on usefulness and ease of use, but they miss something important. So, how easy or difficult it feels to understand and use the system. So, in this study, I developed a cognitive adoption framework to understand the human side of technology. This framework consists of different factors. The first one is digital infrastructure. So we have framed the questionnaire to evaluate the respondents' availability of digital resources, including their ownership of smartphones, access to the internet, the cost of data services, and their familiarity with the online services. The second one is cognitive readiness. Here we have used three construct measures. The first one, digital self-efficacy. Here, the participants' confidence in their capacity to utilize digital softwares, digital payment systems, and communication using digital media were evaluated. And cognitive load, here, the levels of mental effort um, associated with understanding and utilizing digital systems as perspective by participants were evaluated. And mental models, participants' perceptions of the value, dependability, and relevance of technology within the context of supporting commercial work functions. And respondents digital tool using tool usage rate, and then range within business operations with the basics of evaluation of their variables. And the last one is inclusive innovation outcomes. So here outcomes were evaluated based on the changes in income perception, revenue generation, and customer penetration into currently served market segments. So, public interest in products and creative business growth perceived because of digital tools adoptions were tested. So, our findings or what our results showed was very interesting actually. So, access does help, but only to a limited extent. Even confidence alone does not make much difference. But the biggest factor was how difficult the system feels. The more complex and mentally tiring it feels, so the less likely people are to use it. So this is what we call cognitive load, and it turned out to be the biggest barrier. So digital inclusion is not just about access, so it's about making things simple enough to understand, because in the end, understanding is greater than access. So, this is our finding. Our future findings highlights the need to focus on cognitive readiness as well as developing infrastructure based interventions to promote rural digital transformation. These findings suggest that policymakers and development practitioners should create digital platforms that are easy to use and have low operational complexity for new users. And as well as training programs should be offered in local languages and have been designed to present material in a particular step-by-step way, so they can easily understand and will not create a cognitive burden to the learners. Additionally, utilizing peer learning and community-based mentoring programs will help them to establish comfort with using digital technologies, allowing rural entrepreneurs to gain knowledge through shared experiences, collaboration, and support. So finally, rural users would have access to technology and cognitive ready skills for engaging with the digital innovations must be developed so that inclusive digital innovation can happen. So future studies could include additional research using large sample size and advanced statistics technologies to validate the framework for different rural environment, which is lacking in the pilot study. Thank you so much.
All right.